Hey, how's it going? I'm Mystic Mia Moshe, and in this reading for Lightworkers, we're looking at what's happening in the first and second week of December, the end of December, and then the beginning of January, specifically for you, and what's also happening in your environment, to the normies, and in the world. And I just finished the reading, and I can tell you it is pretty intense, pretty detailed, and pretty exciting. You're going to love to hear it. And I try to keep it short a little bit, just a little bit over an hour, but I promise you there's stuff in there, details that are just mind-blowing. And also, I see when I, rewatch the reading, I pick up details that I might have missed during the reading while I'm just channeling straight. And then I would love to ask you, my fellow lightworkers, star seeds, way showers, light warriors, truthers, if you pick up on details that I might have missed, or I didn't perceive it the same way as you did, please let me know. It's really interesting now to be able to ask your help to go through these channelings and see what divine messages you can pull from it. Okay, this is cinnamon incense. Everything has been physical abundance related in the past few weeks and months. With that, I hope you enjoy the reading. Much love and light. All right, so let's go ahead and start the reading. What's happening with the light workers and what's going on with your environment, your world, the collective. Okay. In the first week of December. All right, so light workers, Nine of Waters are sitting pretty. And the sun in your environment and what's going on in the world. So I feel like this is more what's going on with you specifically in this first week of December. I almost said work. So I feel like it's something to do with your life's work or your career work, where it's going really, really well. You might have a lot of clarity. You might have a lot of abundance around you. You might be getting a promotion. People are congratulating you for a good year, doing well on a project. But it seems like your environment in general, it seems very positive. I'm getting it here, it's in the view of the light worker, you. So it's like, I don't know, you're seeing bright colors, everything's sunshine and rainbows. You're feeling really good. You're seeing everything come together in your life. You're seeing how all the parts, all the areas of your life are coming together, are working out, are finally having major manifestations come through. Okay, so what's going on for you individually as a light worker? Okay, this card wants to come out. Also, the face down. Okay, the King of Swords, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you held your tongue, you held off on some plans, you held off in jumping into something straight away, and that has worked for you. It was a very difficult lesson, it's a very difficult test, it's a very difficult thing for anyone to do. Why? Because something comes in very quickly, something that you've wanted, or multiple things that you've wanted, opportunities, options. Maybe you're looking for a home and you have 5 that pop up that are exactly what you're looking for and can work, or something like that. You're looking for a new job and you find 3. You have 3 offers right away that really could, work for you in the long term, and they just seem very ideal. You're looking for a new community and a bunch of people come into your life in new and different ways. You're looking for money and you start to get many different streams of revenue from different ways, maybe side gigs, or you're investing in different things because money comes in right away. You have a lot more time now, so you get to focus on a lot of hobbies and such, interests, because you have the resources, time being one of them, maybe money being another. Whatever it is, a lot of things come in fast, right? A lot of little things, and it takes a lot of strength from you to not take action on it right away, make plans, say yes, or maybe say yes right away, but like maybe take your time in making plans. But you're in that glow, you're in that like beautiful energy that like, yeah, things are working in my favor. I don't need to rush it. Maybe in the past you always felt like if you don't take action on something right away, you might lose it. And in this time, like, you feel confident that like, no, I'm going to say yes to this job, or yes to this home, or yes to this whatever opportunity or situation that comes through. But I'm going to make sure I take the time to kind of really figure out the details before just like moving right into that home, or moving into that location, or, you know, I don't need to say yes to all of the events that this new community, or these new group of friends, or this new group of coworkers want me to come to. You know, you're taking your time, you're doing things the right way, and you're feeling good about it. You're feeling really good, not anxious, which a lot of light workers may have felt in the past. If you know, feeling FOMO, or feeling like you know, missing out, but not saying yes or taking action on that opportunity immediately. Okay. I mean, listen to your own heart. Like, you'll know what kind of action you need to take immediately and what actions you can take your time on. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, right under the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in this deck is opportunities. Yeah, and it's in reverse. I feel like the opportunities are coming to you very quickly. Why is it in reverse? Ooh, all right. Yes, confirmation. You don't know what these opportunities are yet. But yes, these are the right divine opportunities for you that are coming in yet. You do not know, when you're watching this reading, what these opportunities are as of yet. Because right now you're just focusing on whatever kind of inner work, shadow work, last minute work. Like, I feel like a lot of light works that I'm working on very different and unique to you in your life, kind of spiritual work, inner work right now. So it's not for you to kind of think about what these opportunities that are coming in are. You just know that they are. That's all you need to know. That's what the divine is saying. All you need to know is that it's coming in. That's all you need to know. This fell on my lap. Yes, 10 of Pentacles. It's coming in. Abundance in all forms is coming in. That's all you need to know. Just do what you need to do right now. Okay, so what's let me see if there's anything specific they want you to do. Turn this on. Turn to your soul tribe at this time. So talk more with the people you can talk to, more of this stuff, the spiritual stuff, this like kind of maybe the astrological events happening in December and how might it influence you. Spiritual topics, esoteric topics, you know, just anything in general that kind of like that new documentary series on Netflix with Graham Hancock, Ancient Apocalypse. You know, that's something I'm watching with like just the normies, like people in my life that are just the normies. And it's like really interesting to get their take on these things that we probably, some of us have already known for a long time. So wow, soul family and friends, yeah. Someone you see once in a while, maybe talk to someone that's part of your soul family, soul friends group, or feels like that you haven't talked to in a while. Yeah, just kind of get your juices flowing. That may not be appropriate for this. But just like, yeah, get your mind in this creative flow again, in this intuitive flow, and yeah, it'd be really nice to reach out to your soul family and friends at this time. It's there's a lot of things happening in December. This would be a really good time to do this. And the sun energy. What is going on with the collective, with the environment, and the rest of the world? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Let me see. Let me clarify. I'm getting like moving homes, maybe literally or metaphorically. Six of Swords and the Four of Wands in the reverse. I'm feeling like there might be something attached to you that you're kind of letting go of very successfully at this time. And this is something in your environment. It could be someone that you've known for a very long time. So a really old friend, family member, a home, workplace, even just a habit or routine, something that you've like very much has latched onto you for a very long time. 6 of Swords. Travel. Yeah. This might be temporary. It might be just for a few days, a weekend, a few weeks, a few months. Yeah, you're leaving home. 4 of Wands in reverse. Well-earned rest. So you're taking some time to kind of, be on your own or be with your soul friends or family, maybe your partner, your family, your immediate family, and just kind of trying to get away for a bit. There is this kind of like feeling of rejuvenation for you and for light workers in general, where you're sitting pretty and you might need some time to just kind of adjust to the new things coming in and that it's actually happening. Let's see if I can get a time frame on how long light workers need this kind of respite. Wow. 0 points came in now. Immediately. That's so ironic because after I did this reading, I'm literally packing and leaving. That's so funny. I didn't even think about that. Oh, wow. Right now, when you watch this reading, you are probably you're heading out, or you're about to head out. It might not seem like it. Like for me, I'm like helping out like my grandmother. My fam. But I will be alone, so it's kind of in a different location, so it'll be different. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so what's going on in your environment? This is some community. And gossip only hurts more. Okay, so I'm getting that you're either learning to speak your truth and be your truth with a community that you've had once. And this is both people from your past and people that are resonating with you and new people. So 3 groups of people here. The people that you've known forever, your old friends, your family members, or whoever you've known forever that you're very close with. And also your current soul family, soul friends, and community that you're in. And also new people. So this is kind of like a you coming out. You coming out. Because your life is also coming out. Like your manifestations are coming through. The divine is ready to incorporate more of its energy with you at this time. Your higher self, integrating with you, and you integrating with this new life. And so it's kind of like you're coming out to yourself. So that's why you need a little bit of space to kind of like adjust for a second. You might have more than one period of adjustment. So it might be now. It might be also at the end of the year, maybe, or beginning of next year. I feel like there's like at least a few times where you're need to be alone because you're adjusting to this like new you. And you're also going to be not kind of tested, but kind of coming out to your family and friends, and also coming out to new people that you meet, but you won't be actually coming out to them. You're just going to be this new version of yourself. So there's I'm getting a few things like that. Even if you already have talked to your old friends and family, or your current community, or in friends, or I don't know, like someone you see once in a while, I feel like they're gonna really see a difference in you, and you're gonna see the difference in yourself. So you see why you need to see like different groups of people that you know in the past, that you know now, someone you see once in a while, new people, and just being alone by yourself to kind of reintroduce yourself, because like there's something going on where like this new life, new manifestation, and new energies within yourself are being kind of opened up. Multiple cycles, yeah. So I think you are going to be like kind of on your own, but not always in the next year. So like in the next year, you're gonna like see a lot of things. You're gonna have a lot of times where you're on your own. You might take a lot of vacations or solo trips, or like a weekend or day trips, or like just a day to yourself a lot next year, starting now. You're also going to meet a lot of people from your past, new people, a lot of new people, even a lot of new people that feel like soulmates, soul family, soul friends, and even people that you maybe see here once in a while, whether they're friends or just acquaintances or people you know randomly. Communities, different kinds of communities, and gossip only hurts more. From what I get, it's like no more gossip. Like people can't say anything about you because they're gonna see you in your full glory, your full power, and your full divinity. And so this starting now from this December, right now, until next December, I'm getting, let me double check, a cycle, yeah, multiple cycle. I am getting that by next December. Like you're going to be able to, like people aren't going to be able to say anything about you. So this is something that's going on, like the illumination going on in your environment, in your personal environment, and also on the world stage. People are going to really know who you are, what you have been, what you've been working on, see you for who you really are because of all the work that you have done in the past, makes you who you are. It's like you get to fully shine. And I'm getting like a cycle, so like this is like from this December to next December, but then also starting next December, nothing is written in stone. And I brought this death card with me apparently. Who knows? That's interesting. Something is going to happen starting next December. To the sea and the fades. Okay. I'm feeling like you might be going somewhere. When? I guess something related to Saturn, because Saturn's return happens every about 29 to 30 years. Could be a month. Okay. I do believe it's career related, like life's work, mission, soul mission related. We're anywhere from a month from now to 30 years from now in your own life. A month from now to 30 years from now. We have 717. 717 is like the soul mate number. I get a clarification on 30. Depends on this person or group, yeah. So, depends on your soul mate and your soul family. Whether this is like I'm getting a wide range of people watching right now. So, like, this could be like someone who is being, almost close to their Saturn's return, either the first time around or the second time around, or maybe even third time around. But yeah. First time around, second time around, or anywhere from a month from now. It doesn't matter. 717, anywhere from a month from now. And I'm recording this on the 29th. Tomorrow's the 30th, November 30th. It could be New Year's Eve or New Year's. Anywhere from New Year's Eve, New Year's to something in regards to Saturn. Two of Wands, Ten of Swords. Let me check the Saturn transit. Yeah, so Saturn is going into Aquarius on the 17th, and that's going to be there until like the first week of March 2023. And Saturn in Aquarius is looking at your dreams, goals, hopes, contributions, social structures, social lives, friendships, and community involvements from Cafe Astrology. I had a feeling. There's a lot of planets moving. Venus is moving, I think, in December. And another planet, I forget which one. But so that kind of just makes sense. All this like Saturn and Aquarius kind of energy. Yeah, but it depends on your person and your group. If this happens more in December or happens more towards the end of February. But that's the kind of timeline, January, this December until next February, about when all these things are coming in for Lightworkers, and taking some like time to kind of really, maybe a few months or something, to really plan it through correctly. And there is some sort of transition socially with family and friends that you've known, your soul tribe family, and also new people. Okay, so now I'm going to look at what's happening on the second week of December. I'm kind of giving a general timeline that I want to know to Spirit, but, Spirit does what Spirit wants. Okay, second week of December for Lightworkers. Okay, so this came in, the Fool card. And the Four of Swords. And it was kind of on your side. Kind of flew to you. But this came out in hand, so this is definitely you. The Fool card. It's very beautiful and etheric. You see this like vibration of the sun. It's like you see this aura around you. It's very special. It's very beautiful. You're glowing, literally. The 0 point, right? Some sort of 0 point. Some sort of new beginning in a very dramatic and very big way. Let's see more about you. For me, a lot of times the Ten of Wands means like a lot of energy coming in. So it's kind of funny because right now, this last couple of days, it's been an intense amount of energy coming in. I can hear it. I can feel it. Like my body's vibrating, literally. It's the energy so heavy. Like sometimes I can like feel the side of my head. Like I can hear a little humming and I can feel it vibrating. But like sometimes when it's so intense, your whole body vibrates. It's really intense. And that's the kind of energy that's been coming in the last couple of days. So like, yeah, I feel like this, along with like the Eight of Wands, just kind of like a lot of energy coming in that's aligning you to this new life. Okay, it fell on this card, so I'm going to take this card as well. Strength card. We talked about a lot of confidence and courage and hope that you're regaining because you're seeing proof of your manifestations. You're in a good mood. You're feeling the divine energy. You're stronger than you feel in this very moment. How funny that's with the Strength card. You're stronger than you feel in this very moment. It's kind of like unbelievable. Like I feel like you may not know your own strength, and you're gonna be shining so hard. You're gonna be shining so brightly and so divinely and so beautifully that you don't even know yet. You don't even know how strong you actually are. Like how much of the spiritual work and inner work that you've done, how much of the research, and time you took to like do the things that you've done in your life, how powerful your energy actually is. You're going to start to see the physical manifestation of that too. Maybe people will even be able to see your aura and how big it is, or literally see like light behind you as they depict like lords and gods and angels. Like that's what I'm like. That's the kind of work and dedication that you need to put in to be like a higher being, right? And you don't want to do it for the sake of like, I want other people to see me with this light behind my back and a halo above my head, like you want to do it because you want to grow as a person, you want to evolve as a soul. This is like Lightworkers, like redemption. So much so that the Four of Swords came towards you. The environment, the rest of the collective, is coming to you. I never saw this really bright, shining star. For a second, it looked like Africa. I purposely don't wear my glasses when I'm doing readings, so it kind of blurs the image a little bit. I can see different things in it. Although it's the Four of Air and it looks like she should be on a cloud or something, I don't know. This kind of looks like water to me. Like very clear crystal water, like in the Caribbean. It's like that nice, clear ocean water. Anyway. I'm getting, because like Africa isn't like really the area that has like these kind of crystally Caribbean ocean waters that, it's really light. You can see light sand underneath. I'm seeing like the environment changes into like paradise. What looked like the worst case scenario, a very most like difficult place to live, very scarce in its resources, once beautiful lush green lands turned into desert kind of thing, beautiful culture and all that, looted, run over by gangs and corrupt government. Oh my God, is now turned into like a beautiful paradise. I'm getting for you. I feel like you're taking like a vacation. You're sitting by the beach. Because your environment has turned into a paradise. It's like an unbelievable thing, right? But that's what gives you so much hope and courage and like 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 superhuman strength, because your beliefs is what makes you strong, right? Your your mental health and your emotional health, your connection to divine. And when your environment changes that dramatically, when you thought it could never be possible or would take generations to do, and not just generations to actually do the work, but a lot of people to just even put in the intention to want to do the work, right? Centuries to do this kind of stuff, and happens for you, like you're on cloud 9, you're on cloud 1,000, you're on cloud 1111. You have an incredible power to manifest. You have this incredible knowing and self-confidence. It's beyond anything anyone has had on this planet for a very long time. Like above what those 12 families, ruling families, ever have with their power and money, the power to influence the whole world and humanity. You have energy and power and an aura beyond that, because the power you have is from the divine, not tools that were corrupted like money. Wow. And so then the rest of the collective can see that in you. They can literally see your like aura. They can literally see you shiny. You look like this etheric angel, or you give off that vibe. And so they're coming to you. They're flying. They're swarming you. That's why you kind of need your space, because it's like it's kind of crazy. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like you can become like an overnight celebrity, because your energy is just that. This actually happened to me like a few weeks ago. It was so crazy. Like my energy was really good after doing a reading for this channel like not too long ago, and I was just like on top, like I was just feeling it, right? I was just feeling so connected to divine. And then I went out to get groceries or something like that and run some errands, and like everyone kept just like staring at me, and I'm like, I don't even have makeup on. I'm wearing literally like the shabbiest clothes. Like I don't like to go out this way, but like I had to get some things done. I'm feeling on top of the world, like with all the information that I've channeled that came through, that was like, wow, I can't believe this is actually happening. It's awesome. Like I'm so lucky to have channeled these divine messages to put on this channel. And it was just, and then everyone just kept like looking at me, and I'm just like, what are you looking at? I like look behind me, like who are you looking at? Like like me. And it was just like everywhere I went, and it was just like they were attracted. I would smile, and they would smile, and it was just like everyone was could see my energy. It was like just insane. So I think it's gonna be like that times 1,000. You know what I'm talking about. You felt that before. But it's gonna be like that times 1,000. The Death card, yeah. In this deck, the Death card represents drastic changes, yeah. Big changes are happening in the environment for others, for the normies. A new friend, yeah, they're like, hey, who is this person that I didn't really, work event, that I never really paid attention to before. So, for example, like if you're a YouTuber, you might get more attention. That you might have a low, you don't have like as many followers or viewers, and you might get a lot of attention of bloggers. Your art, your music, your work, wherever you work, you might have coworkers and colleagues and even bosses and managers, and even the top of the CEOs and stuff, be like, who is this person? Like, why haven't I met this person before? Why haven't they been in more meetings or something like that? And so it's like you're, people will see you now. People haven't been able to see you yet because your energy is so high vibrational. that you can't see it from the low vibrations. Not often. They might see you as a person, they might recognize you as a person, but now they see your whole aura. Now they see you as your higher self, and you're this like God-looking thing. You know, it's like, whoa, who is this person? Get me up, make me their friend, get them on my team. Like, you know, like have them work for me or let me work for them. It's that kind of intensity. Okay, is there anything you'd like to say about the spirit? Little cards. The Justice card and the Three of Wands. The Justice card in this deck is unpleasant events, and Three of Wands, patience and planning. Yeah. So this is something I've been kind of seeing for a while. Like there might be unpleasant events. Let me see if it's like specifically in your life or in the environment or both. Okay. Wow. The Justice card twice and then the Ten of Wands twice. So I feel like you're getting like your justice served, you're getting justice served, your good karma back. And it's very intense. It's very intense. You need a lot of patience in planning things. And for the environment, yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they're the environment, the normies are the ones who are going, that's the difficult environment. But because you're a light worker, it's just going to be difficult to see. You know, I see this beautiful lions here. They're lion dogs. So with the many lions here, is the lions on your side. I feel like you have courage. You understand what's going on. You're this like powerful mystical creature that people didn't really even know that existed. You know, they thought you were an ordinary dog, but you're a lion dog, mystical, you know, with all these powers. And then you have this partner with you. So I do feel like you have like at least a soulmate, if not a few soul family and friends that like are on this level with you. They're going to be also getting a lot of downloads, because I see with the two justice cards, like I think it's you and a partner, you and a soulmate with the 717. I do believe it's kind of like a, whether you believe it or not, twin flames, or like your ultimate soulmate or your most high vibrational soulmate that you've encountered in this lifetime. That kind of thing. It could be a sibling. It could be a really good friend. It could be a parent or a child of yours, or something of that sort. Because soulmates doesn't always have to be like romantic love partners, but like it's something like that. You do have a partner, at least one, if not a couple. But like you have one partner, and some of you might have a couple soul family friends or something like that you're on this path with, that you can be with while this goes on in the environment. Let me see what specifically is going on in the environment for the normies. You show me myself without my shell. So they get to see, like, you know, themselves naked. They get to really see. They might be having some sort of an ego death, because, you know, with an ego death, you kind of like strip yourself down to the bare essential versions of yourself. And that's one of the things, like, people will recognize that they weren't really actually happy, because the few things that make you really happy is knowing your self-identity, knowing who you are without these brands and people telling you what you are, and without like the influence of your environment and the people around you. Who are you? And that's a lot of the spiritual journey that you've already mastered, is your self-identity. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to know every single detail about yourself, but you know yourself well enough to know your identity, your role in this world, so your soul mission, what you're good at, your interests, your life's work. Life's work meaning like the people that you want in your life, the kind of home, the kind of things you want to be doing every day in your life. Not your career, that you think, the thing that you do for money, but the actual hobbies and interests and work that you want to do in your day life. Do you want to get up and work on your garden and then make some breakfast for yourself, and or you and your partner, or you and your family, and then go visit a friend, work on a project with another friend, collaborate on some creative project with another friend, maybe go visit some sort of building, maybe get some work done for your community. Maybe you want to make a really nice lunch or dinner that day. Maybe you want to order out. Maybe you want to go eat at a very beautiful scenic location, on a boat, on a rowing boat. Maybe you want to go catch some fish. Maybe, store up for later, or tend to your garden again. Design, work in your wood shop for a little bit. Work on a table. Maybe take some time to do some really good digital artwork. Slip into some very tasteful pajamas and sit out on the deck, watch the sunset while sipping on a glass of whatever. And I think I might have just described my perfect day. But I don't think that I've been talking to a lot of light workers throughout the day. I think I pretty much got it down. What most light workers, what most of us want in a world that we want to create, right? Yeah. So self-identity, your role in society, in the world, in your own life, in your own family, and intimacy with others. Without those three things, you're not going to be very happy, outside of survival stuff. And that's what I'm getting from that card. You show me yourself without my shell. Like, these are the things that I haven't been working on that I should have been. That's what a lot of people are going to be awakening to. These normies that, they might have been working really hard to get money or status or power in some sort of low form. And just by getting power over others, it just isn't divine power. Power is empowering others. Attaining power by having power over others, which is what the dark entities of this world have been doing, gaining power through having powers over others, isn't true divine power. And that's imagine having all these three qualities I just showed you, having a part of your identity be known. Okay, so having fame, if a lot of people know your identity, that's like fame, right? But imagine if you have fame because people know your identity because it's so unique. Like, you have your own archetype. You're basically a new Mother Teresa. But see, when we say Mother Teresa, you know exactly what kind of archetype, what kind of person I'm describing. You are your own identity that people refer to you, in sentences and stories. Your role in society. Imagine having your intimacy with others, so the others that you have intimacy with, not just your immediate family, not just extended family and friends, friends that feel like family, your soul family, acquaintances that you work with and collaborate with every once in a while, but your intimacy with others is just actually genuinely a lot of people knowing you, and you actually genuinely helping a lot of other people and empowering a lot of people. That's your intimacy with others, and that's your kind of role. That kind of power is hard to miss. So when the normies see someone like you, and they're like, oh, what was I doing all my life? Working for someone else that doesn't have good intentions. Working for someone else is great. It's fine. But usually a lot of people work for people or companies that don't have well intentions, or just have the intention of just making money or something. Who have I been keep like letting in my life? The people. What have I been doing every day? Why is my life being wasted away doing things I don't even want to do? Like then, when they see you and they recognize these things, because you do it so powerfully and so well, because you've already mastered a lot of these things. You know, it's harsh reality, right? Your light is so bright. Yeah, see, literally exactly what I just said. Confirmation. Okay, love it. Moving on to the 4th week of December. What's going on? 4th week. I just 4th week. I'm at the 3rd week. I'm gonna say like 3rd to 4th week, the last like second half of December-ish, because I want to do kind of like the beginning of next year too. For you, the Ace of Cups. I mean, I'm getting, not only are you, like you will at least receive one. You will at least receive one. This one fell on your side. Wow, the Star card. One grand wish come true by the end of this year. By the end of this year, you will have one major wish come true. And this is just like the catalyst. This is just the start. This is the first of many to come, right? But like this one wish coming true, this major and like incredibly big manifestation, huge manifestation coming through to the physical reality is enough to like get you started, right? Knight of Swords. In this deck, the Knight of Swords refers to violent disagreements. It's a peacock. This gentleman is riding a giant peacock. Violent disagreements. What do you want? I'm getting this is an internal thing, internal work. Okay, so Spirit wants me to bring this up because this is when this beautiful big wish, big manifestation comes through by the end of this year for you. They want to like, you know, instead of telling you all the good stuff about it, they were like, gonna tell you what you need to do. And this is important. You'll have this very huge, it's not like a test or a lesson or anything, but it's like a very big decision that you have to make internally that you're going to have a lot of strife about a little bit. Maybe not. Like all the things that have been coming through recently for me are like very, very big lessons, very big tests, things that have been larger cycles in my life, and they were kind of like easy breezy just because, you know, at this point, Lightworker, you're like so good at this stuff, you know? My attraction to you knows bound. Okay, so the thing is, when this huge, big manifestation comes through, it's going to put you in a bit of a pickle, because now it's like you can manifest anything you want. You will have a general idea. Like it might have took you a little bit longer to manifest this specific thing, but now that you have an undeniable, concrete knowing and belief, like you have to believe that you're gonna do this, right? When you believe this manifestation is gonna come through. When you have something so big in your life manifest, your manifestation ability like goes through the roof. It's your belief is so concrete in the divine and your ability to manifest, right? To manipulate your physical environment, your physical reality, to like, you know, form whatever you want in your life. So now you have no bounds to your connection to the divine. The divine is attracted to you because you are on your highest and best path. The divine is living through you. You're doing what your heart is saying to do. You're doing what your soul is saying to do. So you're enjoying it, and so therefore the divine is attracted to you and wants to attract more things to you more powerfully. And you have your belief and your faith is so like through the roof. That's where your kind of power comes from, like this like energy of like your aura just being like so thick and powerful and beautiful. Like you're literally going to be glowing. Like I would not be like surprised if your skin becomes more glowing. If you have like sparkles like coming through your hair and body, like if people actually feels like you have like a light bulb behind you at all times, like you're gonna be glowing that hard and that brightly, like so bright. So it's like, now what do you want to do? And that's gonna put you in like a little bit of a predicament, because like you're gonna have to actually sit down and think about what do you want to actually manifest in detail, write it out, you know. And that's where the timing comes in, because you'll need to take some time to plan things out. Now that you know you can manifest anything you want, and the next manifestation is going to be even quicker, even faster, you know, because your belief and faith is concrete. That, you know, you might want to take some time to write down, like, what do you want to manifest this week? What do you want to manifest this month? What do you want to manifest in this year? Write it down in detail. And, like, for some reason, like, figuring out what you want is sometimes so difficult. You know, like, very detailed, like, very specifically. And I've been doing this for the past, like, couple, because, you know, Spirit pressed me up a little bit ahead of the curve by a few months, something, before the rest of the collective. So, like, I can tell you what to do. Change the pattern. So, like, literally writing down. I've been doing this kind of work for the last, like, few months. But just, like, kind of, like, anytime I want to think of what I want my life to look like, I, like, sit down and write it down. If I won, like, $1 billion tomorrow, what would I do with it specifically? And then I first start with, like, you know, security and, like, stability kind of things. I know, you know, obviously helping out, like, family and friends, figuring out where I want to live, maybe temporarily fix my home or my car or my debt or anything of that kind, you know, furniture, floor that you need, anything immediate, but like kind of make sure that you want the money to work for itself, giving yourself budgets, what to invest in. Like, it's like kind of like start with the big things and then trickle down to the small things. What would you do if you had a lot of money? What kind of people and projects would you invest in? What kind of, like, you know, lifestyle, like, how would you spend your days? How would you spend your years? You know, would you be the kind of person that hosts a lot of people and, you know, be able to collaborate different ideas? Would you be the matriarch or patriarch of your family and be able to get your family together a lot more for the holidays or for vacations or just simple gatherings? You know, how will you be in service to others? Where's the thing you're going to be doing? Are you going to be running a business? Are you going to be running a nonprofit? Are you going to be working on some sort of project, charity project or something, charitable project? Like, what is you're going to be, what would you like to do? What would you like to work on? These are the things that, like, might, like, petrify Lightworkers when they actually realize that they get the resources, they get the abundance, they get the money, they get the thing that they need to do what they want. So that's why. That was a huge mouthful. Okay, so then what's going on for the normies, for your environment, for the rest of the collective? The Chariot. So things are moving pretty quickly, and we talked about this in the past reading, where it's like, oh, it might seem like the you know, the dark energies out there want you to think that, like, the worst case scenario, the worst possible timeline is going to happen for the collective. And it's not. You know, like, most of the times what we saw, like, even with, like, COVID, we saw that, like, no, there could have been, like, a worst case scenario. They could have set up camps, you know, they could have set up, like, more people could have passed away. Like, they could have lied to us longer, you know, they could have had us in quarantine longer or something like that, you know. But then what ended up happening was that we saw that there was a potential for these things to happen, and we learned our lesson, we got our shit together, we did what we needed to do. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with the rest of the normies, the awakening collective, the people that are kind of waking up to these kind of things. Like they're gonna see what their life could have been like, or almost was like that, or what kind of life they were living, and it's gonna be kind of like, it's frightening, but they're not gonna be suicidal and depressed, like maybe for like a tiny bit, for a tiny percentage of the population, or for like for a little bit, a short time. But like, I got that most of the people are gonna be willing to do the work. They're gonna see you. They're gonna see that it's possible. When they see it like you're gonna be a great example that this is possible. This person went through it and they came out the other end. This is what they learned. This is the kind of life they're living now. And if they can do it, then I can do it. And so you're gonna be a great example to these this awakening collective, and so they're gonna have a little bit of a more easier time going through it, and they're not gonna take as long as that you might think. Let's see, how long would it take them? Maybe 24, 19, 3. So, it's going to be 2023 next year. So, like, by 2024, that's why, like, Spirit said, like, oh, we don't know what's going to happen next December. We're not going to know what's going to happen after this next year, because it really depends on the people. It really depends on, like, how many people get this work done. Ideally, I'm getting this was supposed to happen already. This was supposed to happen in 2019. So like a lot of people awakened in 2017. I know I had my spiritual awakening in 2017. And this was supposed to happen in 2019. But I'm getting it happens every like 3 years. It's like a very like, here's your chance again. Are you going to do it this year? So by end of next year, a lot of people are going to be on board, ready to make large changes, already starting to make a lot of changes, already moving the collective forward very quickly, moving humanity forward very quickly. And I believe it with, like, the soft disclosures that are happening left and right, the truths that are coming out left and right. I believe in this next year, like, things are going to happen very rapidly for Lightworkers and for the Awakening Collective. And I believe by 2024 is when they're going to make their transition. So you're making your transition this year. They might be even start as soon as next year to make their transition. Anywhere up until 3 years from now, So from next year, 2024... all the way to 25, 26. So yeah, all that time. Okay, what's going on with the collective, the environment, for the normies, the environment for the Lightworkers? 6 of Wands, very beautiful number. Card 6 of Wands, success after struggle. So I want to see what this is about. Success after struggle. Yeah, so like tomorrow will be better. I think just because like knowing that like there's people out here, you light workers that are like there, you're kind of placed. You've already been in the divine plan to help the Awakening Collective, and so things are gonna go much smoother and transition much easier than you might have thought initially, because like the dark energies have been kind of like pushing that like it's gonna be so bad before it's gonna get so bad before it changes. Like, no, actually it's gonna go pretty smoothly. It's not gonna be as bad. It's gonna be kind of like difficult, like COVID was, but it's still gonna like transition pretty quickly, pretty easily. There's gonna be still a few stragglers that like we're gonna live out their like living hell reality while this is going on and after this happens. But for most of the collective, like they're gonna be on their way much faster than you did ever, like multiple decades or multiple years that you've done. No, it's gonna be much easier for them because they have you to tell that tomorrow will be better. Is there anything specific you want us to know about the environment at this time and the collective end of December? Yeah, I do see by next December it will be let go. There is something about you're gonna have to let people do their own work. Like you might be there for encouragement and support and help if they ask, but it's not gonna be part of your job to like jump in and help them right away. Like they're gonna have to come to a collective decision to ask for light workers help, to ask for divine help, and that's when light workers come in. So like they have to get to that point where they connect to the divine, where they connect to their higher self, where they connect to this decision and actually say, yeah, I would like help in this. So light workers are also gonna have a little bit of a difficult time with that, to like say, okay, we have to step back until they say they want help, or until they say they want to hear more, or whatever the situation is. So that's why Spirit wanted to bring that up real quick. Okay, so let's try to keep this reading a bit short. Let's move into the beginning of December. What is going on for you, Lightworker, at the beginning of December? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So many cards flipping out. The Tower in reverse. So it's a very auspicious, positive event that you couldn't have planned. That is what the Tower in reverse means for me. And Temptation. Wow. Okay, the Double card in reverse. Okay, so something very positive, unexpected, physical abundance comes through by the beginning of December. Let's see if we can get some clarity on what it is. The Chariot. Wow, the Chariot's here. The Chariot. See, okay, so what I got is that, like, the light workers couldn't really move forward, like, especially if you've been hitting kind of like a ceiling, because the rest of the collective wasn't catching up, right? But it wasn't time for them to awaken yet. Like, things weren't set in place. Things, like, not enough people were at the place they needed to be. But now that the collective is, and therefore you can now move forward with the rest of the collective, because they can come with you. So the Chariot in this deck is sustained efforts to win. Yeah. So I feel like you might have people with you, like you might have your twin flame, or your soulmate, or your person, or like your small group of soul family, whatever, ready to soar and fly with you. And we've been waiting for this. We were waiting for the rest of the collective to catch up, right? But it wasn't like we're doing nothing while we're waiting. A lot of us were started, like, I don't know, in the past, like, year or something, like light workers or people who awakened or weren't that, like, were more masculine energy, also started doing some of the, actually, that's not true, because a lot of the masculine energies have been doing the more difficult, heavy lifting energies of, talking about, like, bringing awareness to and bringing some light into child sex trafficking in general, human trafficking, drugs, the food industry, the medicine industry, all these things, like politicians, and the powers that wears evil plans, basically. So the masculine has been doing their part, and the feminine has also caught up and been able to do their part, the more intuitive side, the healing, the nurturing. I feel like the two have caught up, the divine feminine, divine masculine energy in all of us and in the collective. It's kind of like, okay, the people that have been doing the hard truther kind of work have also been doing their spiritual work, and a lot of people who have been doing the spiritual work have also been doing the truther work, but they both know what role that they excel in, or are better versed in, or, like, have more experience in, or just like better, or can do it better. So it's like there's an understanding between the divine feminine and divine masculine, and there's this kind of energy of, like, working together now, being on the same page. And this is kind of like also like the awakened collective and the unawakened collective. It's like finally the unawakened collective is waking up, and more quicker and, like, easier because of the light workers that are awakened. So, like, now the collective humanity's, like, collective consciousness can move forward together it's like you can't go further than 5D as a collective if other people can't get past the 3D even, you know? So that's kind of the situation. And they might visit the 4D or visit the 5D sometimes, but like you can't go past certain areas without the whole collective consciousness going in the same direction. Okay, so that's very beautiful. What is manifesting for you? Or what some of the, okay, very specific. Property, major assets. Okay, how about that? You might inherit or you may get a beautiful new home, a beautiful new office location, a beautiful new building for your business, or you may inherit like, wow, I'm getting like something about like the changeover. Like you might inherit like some of the buildings or residential buildings or office buildings or commercial building, property, land, or something like that, like given to these light workers because they'll know what to do with it. Give it to them. They know what to do with it. Need your assets. I'm getting like planes, cars, trains. I'm getting this like handover. Give it to the people that will know what to do with it. And I was like thinking about this the other day because I realized like some of the things I thought were like my soul mission. One of which was like to create a nonprofit where people can like submit things that they need help with. For example, like an elderly home that needs like help repairing their heating unit or something like that, or a community that needs help, like, you know, building a playground, or even something on a larger scale, like, you know. And then people would be able to get on there and either like donate their money to these specific projects, donate their time by volunteering, their ideas or physical labor, or you know, if they're a lawyer or something like that, or their expertise, and then also, or their like support by like giving encouragement, giving sharing what they think is the best ideas, voting on the best ideas, or whatever. And then people would be able to, like, this is a way to get people to kind of be interested in just helping more people, just like first starting with projects that maybe are local to you, so you're more interested in it, or that may have like that are in the specific field that you like. Maybe like there's like a something for art, giving kids more art resources or something like that, and so it makes you want to like help these people, help other people. And then you put in the money, but then you also get the money back that they didn't need for that project or something, or you can keep it in your cash and like you can use that money for another project, or let the software, let the program give it, and the people that work in this nonprofit like pick the next project it could be used for, and then just kind of like and get your money back because in your taxes, and it's kind of like a well-oiled machine of, you know, people like, you know, building roads and building bridges in certain areas that need it, like would be like the bigger projects and stuff like that. You know, a school that needs a new parking lot or whatever, a new soap kitchen or new community garden or something like that, like bigger and smaller projects. And then I'm like, wait, this is just how a well-functioning government should work. Not a nonprofit. This is the government. This is how good, uncorrupt, divine, for the people, not intrusive government should work. You know, where you get to see where the money goes. You get to choose what the project do. You could volunteer how much or how little you want, depending on your interests or what's near you or whatever. Like, this is a well-functioning government that I just described. Not just a nonprofit. And then, like, similar things came through for, like, venture capitalists. Like, okay, venture capitalists actually funded projects that, like, they thought would help the most people or that they're most passionate about, rather than what would make them the most money. We would have, like, better economic system, you know? And like these are just like things that like if they were done the right way. So like so I'm getting that like light workers are being handed things to fix the system to be done the right way. Cuz like these like systems kind of work. Any kind of system can work if you have the right people and good people heading them, you know? So that's what I'm getting. Let me see if I can get confirmation. A child, children, past love interest, ex-partner. Okay. I'm getting here that it could be something that you birth with someone from your past. So there may be someone from the past that you were meant to create this kind of project with. This could be someone from the past life. This could be someone from your current life in the past, or just like a ex-best friend or something like that. Someone you don't even know. So yeah, it could be someone from your past life. Temporary alignments, okay. So I'm getting, it could be just like in general. Yeah, I'm getting very strongly. It could be someone like that you are really connected with. As a light worker, you probably have connected with a lot of soulmates in your life already because you're so high vibrational that like you attract people of a stronger vibration and higher, like a similar vibration. So yeah, your vibration is stronger and higher, right? Because you worked on it. So you attract other people who have stronger and higher vibrations. And you probably even attracted of those people who have similar vibration to you, similar frequency, similar energy. So those people are your soulmates, people who have a similar energy to you. And because it's stronger and higher, that makes you a light worker. So you probably have had a lot of soulmates come in and out of your life as friends, as lovers, as like acquaintances. So you're going to find a lot of people come through in your past that you're meant to work on this project with. It's like, oh, why did I meet that person for just, a few weeks or a few months or a few days? Like, that was kind of crazy. I feel like we had such a vibe, whether it's someone that you thought you could work really well with at a job, or that you're going to work really well with on a creative project with music or art or something like that, or like a friend that you thought like, oh, we had a good potential friendship if we didn't have to move right away, or if they didn't get a job somewhere else, or if they just didn't get married right away or something like that, or even potential past love interests that it's like, oh, maybe there's a thing here, but then you find out really this is the project that you're supposed to be working on. This is like such a big project that's going to be like your collective child, Okay. So property and major assets for birthing this thing. With some people you don't even know yet. Some people you don't even know yet. Some people so a lot of people that you're having a temporary alliance with so you can build something. That was kind of insane. Let me see. Blessed. So I'm getting, because it's coming down to this project, like you're getting the blessings from the divine to go ahead on this project, or whatever it is. I guess one more card. I'm going to work on this deck this week to make it bigger, but there we go. Current love interest and color. So I'm getting like everything's kind of combined into maybe your current partner or your current soulmate friend, or current soul family. So this is all coming together. People from your past, people you don't even know, people you have in your life right now. This is a blessing coming in from the divine to bring it all together. You're going to get the property or the assets or the resources to do this, to work on your current love, your current, what is this? Child. Temperance. Balancing things out. And Strength. Wow, 2 big cards. You face challenges that have tested your inner strength before, rising from the ashes of what you thought would destroy you. Your courage, perseverance, and resilience knows no bounds. Now it's time to trust in this ability to overcome. So you're going to be coming together with this person to build strength. Because like you're going to need other people, because this is like a big undertaking. And you need to know that other people believe in it, have the same kind of faith as you, have been given this task from the divine alongside you. You're just going to be given things. You're being given towns and given like cities and given like buildings and given like schools and given like farms, and like they're going to be like, okay, well, save us or figure something out to help, help people. It's like, okay, where do we even start? You're finding your internal rhythm of balance and peace despite any outside conflict. Yeah, because there might be a lot of things going on in the environment, and you have to find people who are on the same vibe as you. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to pull off these big projects like only you guys can. Though it may have been a long process, you're being asked to have a little more patience as you integrate these healing energies. So at this time, you might be meeting just a bunch of new people, and like just like there's a lot of moving parts. I'm getting there's just a lot of moving parts. This is the beginning of December, beginning of next year. Yeah, we have the 10 to the 1, so this is like a new start. I'm getting, and 2. So this is gonna take like maybe 1 to 2 years to really get these projects going. These projects take like a decade to like accomplish, but it might take a year or 2 to even just like have it fully online. But you need people around you. If you're taking on a project that's going to take a year or 2 just to get together, just to design, just to start, and it's going to take about like 10 years to really have it like completely where you guys want it to be, it's a 10-year project. That's not going to show anything for a year or 2. A year or 2 is just planning and just like designing and getting things like in the right place. Like you need your people, you're going to need your network. What is going on with the collective? Okay, so we had the Tower, something beautiful manifesting out of nowhere in the physical. That's going to cause a little bit of what's going on. Like, okay, we have this power to create wherever we want. And if you get like something like, oh, create a new school or create a, new town, like that takes a lot. That's a lot of work, And it's like, okay, well, you don't want to rush this. But you have the property, you have the resources, you have, something beautiful comes in by the beginning of December for you in your group. Okay, so what's going on with the normies and the rest of the collective at the beginning of January? And 10 of Fire. Okay, so the 10 of Wands, like I mentioned before, for me is just like a lot of energy coming in. So like, they're your reflection too. The normies reflect your energy. So you guys are doing similar things even if they're different. So you're working on these big projects, and they also have a lot of energy coming in. What kind of energy? Why? I'm getting like, they're not sad for you. I keep getting like, that's cool. That's everything's going well for you. Like, I'm not sad for you. Like, I'm not sad because you're doing well. I'm not sad because you're doing well. I'm not sad because you're doing well. But secretly, they're a little sad that you're doing well. That kind of thing. Like, I'm not sad that I have to do all this work and you've already done it. I'm not sad. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Like, like, yeah, I can see that, like, you've done the inner work and that's why you're doing it. And I just discovered the kind of inner work that I need to do. I'm not sad that I'm on this journey and that you're so far ahead. But, like, secretly, they're kind of a little sad. They're a little peeved. We can't evade our destiny. It's so funny that it says we. Okay, so So they're like, yeah, this is inevitable. Like, this is what we have to do. This is our destiny. Like, I don't know. A lot of things are going to be happening where I feel like they're going to, there's like this kind of like, you know how it's like, oh, it's going to be biblical. There's a definite sense of like source energy, a divine power, or something with like collective consciousness, like with the universe, with destiny, that they can't deny now. Like, most of the collective cannot deny this. They see that they have to do some inner work, some divine work, some spiritual work. They know this because of you. They know this because of whatever biblical event happens. And we tried a path of infinite meeting together. And they're like, yeah, we will meet you. The collective is like, we will meet you there. Like, we see that what work you have to do. And that's cool. That you get to do the cool work now. And we see that we have to do this work. We'll do it. And we'll be there to help you, How long will it take most of the collective, on average, to do their spiritual work, inner work, to catch up to the rest of the collective? 21 depends on location, meaning, okay, 21. Depends on location, meaning Page of Swords, the Magician. I'm getting two things. Like, first of all, it depends on how disciplined the Awakening Collective is in their meditations and doing their spiritual work, and in talking or writing. They can either talk to you, they can talk to other therapists, they can talk to other light workers, other like soul friends and family about this kind of topic, inner work and spiritual work, how much research they do. Journaling could help, seeing the signs, connecting to the divine in that way. I'm getting they're not going to be let in unless they do their work, And I'm getting some of them may not be able to even see the locations, like see the places that light workers are going to be working, or their workspace or the projects, until they until they come of age, 21. What's gonna prove that they've come of age, like have done their spiritual work? So the Spirit is saying it really depends. So nothing's written in stone. We know in this next year for light workers, you're gonna get a lot of your plans and stuff in, but everything kind of depends on the person. We have free will. Like, how much are you willing to do the work? How much are you willing to encourage the normies to do their work? How much are you gonna, reach out to other people and all this kind of stuff. You have the resources now. Like, are you gonna put in the work to meet with other people and collaborate and meet as many people as you can? Are you gonna put yourself out there? Are you gonna change yourself socially to adapt to the kind of situation you're in now? That's the kind of work that light workers are gonna be doing, and one reflects the other. Queen of Wands. Confident, strong-willed, and passionate. You will know how these normies are ready when they're confident, strong-willed, and passionate. They know how to take care of their life and see their goals through completion, and maintain a positive outlook, maintain a positive vibe, and be able to overcome any challenges or adversity. They look at things with a higher perspective, especially in terms of everything that we already know about, like racism or sexism, or what's in our food, or having strong mental energies, taking control of your thoughts, how to treat other people, how to go after your goals, doing things baby step at a time, and having the endurance to see it through. Even if it's difficult, even if you had to do it every day for an hour, like, can you see it through? That's how you're going to know. they have the advantage of starting their jobs right as they graduate, right as they complete it. Whereas many of us light workers have been kind of, we've graduated and, we took a semester off, we took a year off, and, we couldn't get the job that we went to school for because it just wasn't time. That job didn't exist yet. And here, finally, our light worker with our soul missions finally coming through, with our divine purpose and jobs, our destinies coming through. This is going to be an incredible couple of years, and I'm so excited to potentially meet some of you, for all this to actually happen, to see this come through. For the few of you that watch this reading, much love and light.